Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Season 2 of the LTC Uncut. This is episode 4, and you are here with the esteemed pleasure of having me, Ali, Erin, as your host. But no, for real. Welcome back, guys. Welcome. We thank you so much. You're here with Laticia.
I'm Ali.
And Erin.
And real quick, y'all know what time it is. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Everybody, you can follow me at boss, BAWSE _ Lady T.
You can follow me at just_Ali216.
I'm Kirby Boss CEO.
And please make sure that you follow, like, and share the Lunchtime Chronicles. Go on Facebook, type it in the search bar. You'll find the Lunchtime Chronicles group page and the main page. Also, go over to Instagram and you can follow the Lunchtime Chronicles, the show that Ali and I shoot on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11:45. And then switch over and go to the LTC Uncut for our Uncut show. So guys, we actually have some pioneers in the podcast industry here in the city of Cleveland joining us on the couch this evening. I am so excited about this because we were guests on their show, and so we extended the olive branch to have these dope individuals come sit down on the couch, get out of their comfort zone where they can just be free, relax, not have to do anything, and come chill and chop it up with us. So without further ado, we have, drum roll please, the DMST BOYZ in the building.
Wow. Good to be here with y'all. Good to be here with y'all.
That was a great introduction. It's my mama that.
Well, please tell everybody individually who you are and how they can reach you guys and how they can follow your show.
I'll follow these guys behind me.
Oh, I'm Big Dev, man. The real Big Dev 216. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Playboy the DJ, Playboy DA DJ. You can find me on Instagram, Playboy_James3.
Yeah, and I'm DJ Brainstorm. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. DJ Brainstorm for you. That is DJ Brainstorm, the number 4, the letter U.
So you guys have a podcast that you shoot, and your podcast is not only recorded live, but you guys record on what other platforms?
We're on Facebook Live, obviously, every single Sunday when we record. We drop every single Tuesday. We're on SoundCloud. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Stitcher. We're on Wooshka. We're on the TuneIn Radio app. We're also on Spotify. So we always say wherever, however you get your podcast, you can find us.
Dope. And what inspired the name? Can you tell everybody what is DMST? What does that stand for?
You want to touch that one, Playboy? One
Oh, man. So one day, we were sitting trying to come up with a name.
Okay.
Brainstorm was the original one that came and, to us about doing the podcast. So we were sitting there, we were just thinking, we were trying to figure out names, and we just throwing all types of stuff out. And we finally came up, somebody said, I can't remember whether it was me or another person. I think it was me.
I think it was you.
It was like drunk mind, sober thoughts.
Okay.
And everybody was just kind of like,
Yeah.
and it just hit. It just stuck.
It stuck. Yeah.
And so how long have you guys been doing the podcast?
As a whole, we've been doing it since I think like February of 2016.
Oh wow!
We're on like our second version of the show. We had our first version technically where it was me and Playboy and our first original member Paco that was on the show. We did that for 2 years. He left the show, did his own thing. Now doing our own show. Dev came on with us back in June of last year. Yeah, we made a trade. You know what I'm saying? We made a trade. 2 picks in the future.
Exactly.
So we made 2 first rounds. And, so we made Dev got on with us in June of last year. Honestly, just because of how stuff works. It wasn't nothing crazy or whatever. Just how everything works in life or
kidnapped
whatever.
and put him in the trunk and shit like that.
Yeah. But so we on our second, variation of the show since we've been doing, with him since June last year, and like we said, over 3 years in now.
That's dope. Dope. I was excited when we came on and did the show. It was really dope. Like,
it was fun.
Yeah.
Got a little drunk, a little bit.
Just a little tidbit.
Yeah, you don't care.
little tipsy.
Oh, yeah.
But the reason that we brought you guys here was to, again, extend the olive branch for you all and just to come out, talk about what it is that you all do and how you've been doing it. Now, how do you find it's going for you all as far as like the podcast, the following, your followers, your supporters? Are they there supporting everything that you're doing?
I think so. For us, we've been on live on Facebook for over 2 years, I think.
Over 2 years,
right?
right?
Yeah. So we've been live with that, and we have a core group of people that they are always tuned in, even if they miss us. You know, they'll let us know that they missed us, or they'll, you know, we have people that's always tuned
That's
in.
dope.
You know,
Like
and-
interactions during
Yeah.
the week on,
Yeah.
Twitter and stuff like that. People was talking some shit about somebody that said,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
So who runs the social media?
Who runs the social media? We kind of
It's a
jump on
conglomerate.
different ways. I think Dev is more so the IG person right now. I'm more the Twitter person right now.
I'm the lazy one.
But Brainstorm does all that.
Okay, not by design. It's just, cookie crumble a certain way.
Yeah, Brainstorm does most of the uploading and
Yeah, when it comes to the
shit
show, stuff like
So,
that, yeah.
If we come up with some I'll put some stuff on IG like titles for he come up with a title for the show, and I'll try to come up with a graphic, you know what I'm saying, something like that.
And Dev is the troublemaker on the show. He's the one that put
man.
put the stuff out there.
Oh,
Like
man.
he'll spark the conversation online a lot of times. Like just the crazy stuff. Like I saw it probably was your personal page about how Wu-Tang Clan was overrated and stuff like that.
The
And
group was trash,
Yeah.
but the show was one of the best shows.
and then
I've
you
ever
have to
seen.
think about how which is the choice between Fago Pop and Tahitian Tree and stuff like that. You know, so
See, I
Dev
can
is the-
respect that. I can respect that. You want to
So
know
you
why?
said that,
Because it's
Aaron.
marketing.
Yeah.
It's straight marketing. Don't leave
Oh,
me
my bad.
hanging.
Oh,
Don't leave me hanging.
I see the power.
So when you saying that
I'm
Aaron Faisal, though, I don't know. You like Wu-Tang?
See?
I'm in
See?
love with Method Man. Just know that.
See, we just the two things that I said. People say like these catchphrases, or they think one of the dudes is cute.
Yeah, I love Method
You
Man.
know what I mean?
I mean, what else you got?
And then what was the
Music.
other one?
Music.
She's making his point.
The music, usually.
And then what was the other one? Is it orange? What was it? Fago Pop?
They go to Tahitian Tree.
Fago or Tahitian Tree? Which
It's ice cold.
Tahitian Treat all day though.
Tahitian Tree.
Yeah.
I just had that Friday. I was
All
craving
day.
it. That was all they got that
What's
vending
wrong
machine.
with me, man?
Yeah, I was
Like
like,
Fago?
I like red pop. A cold red pop.
Now you
Yeah.
said
Well,
Fago
good.
Peach. Fago
Good.
Peach is better than.
I'm a
See, let's
Fago
play
Peach
with
guy.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fago Peach is better than.
Fago
Fago or
Peach.
pineapple.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the way I roll.
So I know you guys saw in the media where Fantasia was on the Breakfast Club, and Fantasia was really exposing her life, some of the trials, the industry, her new relationship, which is not new, but it may be new for those who haven't been following her. And she made a statement, and in her interview, she talked about submitting, and why a lot of women are not in relationships because they are not allowing their men to lead. So we want to open this up for discussion because we kind of want to talk about that. It's a big thing, and a lot of people have been going off about what Fantasia had to say, and so we want to talk about that.
So which one of y'all want to jump on this game?
Right.
We about to get into this.
yeah.
I'm
I'm about to say,
I mean, we touched it a little bit on our show. I think just last week or the week before, whatever it was. But it was just like, my personal thing is this. I think people get caught up too much in what other people are doing. It's not really about who is submitting or who is this and who is that. And I know that we yelled at each other a
Me
little bit.
brainstorm. We tend to.
But yeah,
but it's a healthy conversation.
Yeah, but I just feel like my personal thing was it worked for them. Whatever she was talking about her submission and their home and whatever, and even when her husband came on and dropped a Twitter video, and they were talking about, he was talking about how can you be a man and you want your wife to submit to you for all these things, all those things he laid out, fine, whatever. But whatever it is, it works for them.
Right.
So my big thing was we gotta at some point kind of stop talking about what it is and let people do what works for them. And that worked for them. Their whole idea, quote unquote, submission to me.
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I was over here double dutching.
All right, my bad.
She was laughing when she was introing the topic, so I heard her humming and stuff, and she was doing a Negro spiritual over here. So I know she got, I know she got something.
I hear you, brainstorm. I hear you. This is the thing, though. This is my honest opinion about it. This is kind of what I was getting at when we initially kind of discussed it. It's like when I always use analogies, so my bad, Joe. But it's like if you're baking a cake or something, you can have a bunch of different ingredients. You're right. You can put some strawberries, some sprinkles, do whatever the fuck you want to do for real. But if you don't have any yeast in that cake, it's not gonna rise. There are certain things in relationships, in my opinion, that are universal. And without those things, you don't have a relationship. You just got some batter with some strawberry flavoring in it. You don't got a cake.
But everybody ate cake batter before death.
But you can't. You're not serving no cake batter at a birthday party.
You're right, dog. You're right.
That's what I just think that, like we kind of said, so I think people get hung up on the word submit and submission.
Right. Yeah.
I think anything you do when you are, compromise is different than submission. A lot of people confuse. They say compromise. They say, submission is I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it.
Right.
Because I'm with you. I'm literally succumbing to what you want.
Right.
It's something we're gonna bring up tomorrow. You know what? This will come out Tuesday, so we're gonna be like, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little sneak preview of what I'm talking about tomorrow. You know what I mean? Something people don't tell you about when you get in a relationship, all right, is that they tell you all this other shit about, you got to deal with this from a woman, you got to deal with this from a man, whatever the case may be. You know what they don't tell you as a man? You got to go to all these pointless ass weddings.
Hello? Birthday
We don't
parties.
want to, like these motherfuckers, I don't give a, if some of these people, if I saw them the day after they wedding in the grocery store, I wouldn't know who the fuck they was. But don't nobody tell you.
Right.
It's literally, I'm succumbing, like I am submitting to her desire to want to go to, I have been to more fucking weddings. I played college football.
This man is upset right now.
I can't wait till tomorrow. I played college football. At least 40 of my teammates over my 4 years playing, they got married. Like, I'm not talking about fringe teammates. Like, niggas I played Madden with all night. They got married, like, at least 40 out of, like, 300 dudes I played with.
Right.
I ain't been to one of they fucking weddings. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, situations like that, you are submitting to her desire to do something, even though you don't want to do it. I'm going to be at a wedding on a Saturday at 5 o'clock.
And Mr. O State game.
Oh my God!
Listen, I'm gonna let you jump in, but let me just touch this real quick. And the reason that is because she is proud of the person she is involved with, and she wants you on her arm when she's going to these events. Because listen, if you ever go out somewhere and it's a couples thing,
that's game. You got game. Damn, you got game.
I'm serious.
She bringing you along, so when she's like, "Oh, them flowers look nice, don't they? Oh, that's real cute. How they took them pictures, babe. I can't wait till we get married." That's what she really bringing you
You married.
No, I'm so serious, because if being in a woman's position, right? If you go somewhere and everybody is booed up, and then your boo is like, "Well, nah, babe, Old State game coming on, not tonight. I got something to do." She's feeling lonely, and then it opens it up for.
So you have to submit to her will.
I just think it's messed up.
Yeah.
It's like, you gonna keep sending me by myself to where I don't even ask you to come now.
Right.
And now you got a whole different problem.
But you got to submit to her, so you have to go.
That's what I was saying. People look at submission just being a woman. It's a dual role.
Now, I was,
and you just can't be submitting to these. Every dude you date.
You better preach, goddammit. I'm sorry.
Real quick, like, I just leave it up to him up there. I just be like, "Look, babe, I don't want to be saying no, and I ain't gonna say yes. I'm gonna flip this motherfucking coin. If it land on him, it's our choice to go. It's him up there doing it. If it's land on tails, I'm gonna stay my ass in bed."
Okay.
I like that.
Y'all already say no sometimes.
That's a lie.
I kind of like, and that's where I was gonna go with it as far as transitioning to as far as submission. I'm old fashioned. you know where I'm going. Is that I'm old fashioned. I think people look at submission as being weak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do believe that the man is a man. And see, I'm gonna go look. See, I'm the Marcus Garvey of the DMST BOYZ, all right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
Come
we
on,
already,
Marcus
as a
Garvey.
black man, face so much emasculation.
Oh, I talked about this.
So
Mhm.
they try to tear us down as men, period.
Mhm.
And I kind of, you know, go into the household. All you see nowadays, anyway, is you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't. Look, if I'm a man that's handling my business and doing what I'm supposed to do, you know, as a husband, as a father, whatever, you don't have to look at it as me telling you what to do, or that's not what submission is. It's just, and I agree with you as well as saying it goes back and forth. And hey, look, you want to do this and do that? You know what? I submit to you. People look at the word submit as something that's just completely
Right.
a terrible word, but it's not.
Right.
And that goes to the people that we look up to, like the previous relationships. I would tell people all the time, like, my father raised me, but my mom had me viewing women totally different just because how she viewed men. And she would say, I ain't about to do all that and stuff like that. I'm like, well, dang, like, this your man, ain't it? But
Somebody else do.
when there you go, and that was how my father was. So we left. He raised me, and it was like, I think submitting is different now. But every young girl now, or younger, I'm 34 almost. They look at it like,
You still
I can't
young,
do
I
it.
will tell you.
Yeah, because they raised a lot by single family.
Men or women?
You're not the youngest on the show, though. Everybody knows I'm 25. So.
Oh.
Whoa, that look. I got to think about from that look. I got to make sure it don't cut through me. No, so you were raised by your father. Does that shape your approach to relationships sometimes?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm.
No, you good.
No,
you do.
I view it completely different. I'm a very understanding woman. You know, my father told me that loyalty and faithfulness are two different things, and I completely believe it. Because back in the day, grandpas definitely had different households.
Yeah, a lot of them.
But they took care of every last one of them. Now it's, if they're going to do it, because I don't believe men don't cheat. If they're going to do it, wait a minute, don't do that.
Wait, hold on. Say that. I didn't hear you.
I said, yeah, you heard me right. I don't believe that men don't cheat. So,
I don't believe. Oh, that wasn't it. Okay. Keep going.
okay, so point being, they're still doing the same thing now, but we don't respect it because they making all these homes and don't take care of their homes anymore. So that's what I'm saying.
I mean, but just like Playboy was saying, I mean, if constantly we grow up and the women got sometimes the better jobs, the women got the household, so we don't really sometimes know, especially millennials, we don't know how to be the man. So when we come into a house, we expecting like, okay, this is where I'm gonna have to be the man, she gonna be the woman. But a lot of women raised by single mothers, and I'm the mom and the dad. So now y'all got that strong mentality, and it's like we can't be a man nowhere. Like if you making more money than us, okay, that's cool. But if you make more money than us, that can hit our head. If you got the house in the back of our head, we know we can't yell at y'all for real. Because at the end of the day, you can be like, get the fuck out of my house.
Right.
So we don't know how to be the man. So when we trying to be the man, y'all saying all this stuff, then it's just negative for us.
So now let me ask this, because in most cases you will find men who get into relationships with women who are already established, i.e. they have their own homes, they are already in their careers, so
Got
it's
their family
like they
started.
have their family. Some women do come with maybe 1 or 2 kids already when they find that person that is ready to settle down with them.
It's
So
a definite. They want one in the pocket.
yeah, right.
I was thinking that. I ain't want to say that.
They always got that word.
Definitely without a doubt.
So, and we see where men are actually moving in at the woman's
I don't like
house.
that.
And I was going to say that I
I don't
don't
like that.
think that they should do that. I feel like they should establish, if they are in a relationship and they're going to move, start somewhere fresh so that way everything is even across the board.
But that's tough though.
But a girl,
That's tough,
a girl don't want to do that. Leave her stuff for what if it don't
that's
work
tough.
out.
But what if she got a lease and she just been in the house for 3 years and it's a beautiful home? You know?
How about
You-
we watch that though?
Or the fact is that if a man has his spot already, he automatically expects her to move in. I'll be honest, that's just we want you to move in. We know that you're going to come and move in with us. But flip it for me personally, it's hard for me to sit there and look and be like, all right, I'm gonna move into your spot or whatever, because that's not what the norm is, or not the society part is, whatever what society says it should be.
But submission though is more of a state of mind. I know this is getting real abstract, but it's more of a state of mind than it is actually, you know what I mean, go cook me a sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know it's making
They look
sense.
at it like caveman stuff.
Yeah, it's
That's
more of
just
a
not what it is.
And
Are you ready to submit mentally,
Right.
meaning like ideals and shit like that? You know what I mean?
Become what?
Yeah, become
Right.
one. It's yes. You don't really gotta like give me control of your guest room and
Right.
shit like that. You
And,
know?
and that's my point with that. I don't think people see when it involves marriage. People are not. They're not old school. I keep on going back to the old school. People are not involving God in their marriage.
Right.
Oh, God, it's
They're involving in spirituality in their marriage. So
Yeah.
they're not looking at it from that standpoint.
Right.
Hey, to each his own. Whatever you believe in, whatever whatever is
Right.
what you do. But when you don't involve that, then you're not gonna see
Right.
from that perspective.
Well, yeah, that's
Because people going on their own understanding nowadays. Everybody want to do what they want
Right.
to do.
Lean.
People don't look at it from a
Right.
different spiritual perspective.
I
Yeah.
get that
Put
part.
God in there.
I get that, but it's like,
They be
That's
praying
like-
to Jesus. Jesus just God Jr. You gotta pray to
but
God.
no,
Right.
but I get that part, and I'm not saying that's wrong. But the funny part with that is like that a statement like that means that if you don't have God, it ain't gonna work. That means that all atheists get divorced, all atheists ain't gonna this, or all people that don't believe in that, it's not gonna work. And I don't believe that to be the case. I just feel like it comes down to what works for your home.
Right.
That for me, I'm just saying that for
No,
me.
I
It's
mean,
just,
so
it's just-
if
to each his
you
own.
hate God, y'all just need to be equally hating him, huh?
I was slide to the right. I know you were joking, but you're right.
He's not getting right. He's not closer to me, so you might want to just take me there.
She's like, he hate this. And they
You
go
know I
work
want
for
the
it.
bullshit.
You're right what you're saying, but
I ain't gotta be evenly yoked.
But this the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
though.
the thing. Evenly yoked,
But
kind of
hold on.
like in beliefs more so.
I'm sorry, I raised my
Back
hand
to
again.
him, back to him.
Go ahead.
But this is the thing, though. And this could go into a whole bunch of different directions, but we're not going.
oh wait, no, let it go because that's how
far.
we go places. Go.
But the concept of marriage is it comes up out of religion. Now people have taken it, and now we understand the construct of it, and it fosters good families and raising kids, whatever. But it is a product of religion. So while you don't have to be religious, you have to take those beliefs and those practices and apply them to your relationship. Even if you are atheist, you got to have faithfulness. You got all that kind of stuff
That's right.
that birthed it
Right.
from the religious, the religious base from it. You got to kind
Still
of,
have a pastor.
yeah, you got to add those. Somebody that,
And
yeah,
let
it
me
all
clarify
comes
too
from
that I'm not saying you're wrong at all
No,
because
no.
what you're saying is absolutely right. Those concepts, that foundation, that rock.
You just said don't bring God
that-
to our relationship. I feel you.
But if
Ladies,
you-
don't bring God to the relationship.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what he said.
Don't bring that to the
That's what he said.
I'm not saying that.
Get that Bible out of my house.
Basically, just be comfortable. You have to meet the person that you are destined to be with, and then submission won't be this
Meet halfway.
word that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if I can switch really quickly to talk about leading up to the marriage, there was a comment that I read on Facebook by Elliot, Eldest Snow. You guys know him from the Stoop 216. He was talking about men finding or being in relationships, situationships, or sparring partners. I've never heard that before, and
You don't think a relationship is a fight?
well,
Clearly you do. That was better.
sometimes it can be. But what he said,
sometimes.
but what he said is that within
I ain't getting no
the
dates.
first 2 years, within the first 2 years of you dating somebody, you already know whether or not that woman is marriage material.
What he said? How he said 2 years?
2
Yeah, I don't
years.
think it's
Well, no.
We know within the
It
first
wasn't.
couple days whether or not I'm
There
gonna
you
spend
go.
my time with you. You
I'm
can't
saying,
be my
man know
mama.
what you want to do. If you want to spend his time with this woman, he know. Unless it's something that crazy, like if just to outer you, and then like we move into something, and then some crazy shit going on, then obviously we
And
expect
that always
away.
happens.
A lot of dudes like to get
It don't
ass.
always happen.
When you move in, you find out more
Oh, I
about a
thought you
person.
meant something
No,
else.
yeah. When you move in, you find out about more about a person. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I believe it too.
But hearing something like that, even though I'm married, I'm not out there looking for anything. But there are other women who probably have read it or just now hearing it like myself are probably looking like, well, why would I put myself as far as conforming to start submitting to an idea of having this relationship when I may only be the person that you have in the ring temporarily preparing you for somebody better, somebody better.
Everybody
And
got
now,
to for a
just think
fight.
about this as a fight. Now, if you in a boxing match, it's a 10 round.
Mhm.
Like, you not going the first 3 rounds. You not going to just be like,
Right,
all
you
right,
go-
I'm gonna just throw some light jabs just in case try to make. No, you gonna
Try to
fight.
knock it out.
You ain't gonna just be like, all right, I'm gonna let him just hit me. I'm gonna take these punches. No, you gonna fight your ass off, try to win the fight. So if the girls is not doing what they want to do, like this might not work in the long run, then it's not gonna work because you ain't putting in all that effort.
Right.
But you have some too that sit there and think that the man is, as he'll say, and I've heard this. I'm just not ready. I didn't see my father love a woman, which may be true.
That's true. It's like that
May
does
be
things.
true.
That does things.
But you sit there and you'll sit there and you down the road like 10 years later.
See, that's a long
I
time.
said I vowed never to be a forever girl.
That's on a woman then.
So-
If she let a man get 10 years on her, that's on a
Exactly.
woman.
But people will believe literally that what the men will say.
Okay, so because you brought this up about marriage and stuff, so I don't have the full history on this and the full facts, but I do know marriage was made because back in the day, the women, when the man died, they couldn't keep the land, so they invented the law of marriage. So when the man dies, the women could keep the land. That was the real reason why it was made. Now. Okay, that was all I had to say. That was it.
You got a whole bag with him and drop it.
I told you I was going to get the rest of it. I told you I was going to get the rest of it.
However, look, come on, pick it back up.
Right, now
Pass
you can't,
it to me,
it's
though.
gone.
Pass it.
However,
You got it.
I was gonna say, as far as that, I believe it wholeheartedly. And I'm throwing it into a guy I was dating 10 years ago. I met him around the same time that I chose my ex. And we're now rekindling and dating. And he said, well, I knew you was my wife 10 years ago. I just thought you was gonna be a knucklehead.
Oh.
And so he let me be a knucklehead for all that time.
did it work out?
Oh, no!
But you say y'all rekindled.
I mean, y'all
Right.
rekindled.
Yeah.
So it did work
That's
out.
how it was happening.
Oh,
It's kind of
Yeah.
working now. I
I'm saying-
respect him for that.
Y'all
He let you
I
get
I respect him for that.
Oh, he was getting it though.
I'm a huge fan.
He was getting it. He was getting it.
I want to say this real quick. A lot of times we I don't mind because, like you said, I'm in a relationship. I've been married for 8 years, so I'm not trying to get ass no more. So I don't really give a fuck no more. But we try. You give a when you're single, you try to get ass. We gotta
Okay,
be
you
honest.
mean like getting other people, not your wife.
Right now you married.
You meant like
You been there for 11
once you
years.
get
I
married,
don't
you just
give a
looking at her
fuck.
like,
I
I
don't
want
give
that
a
ass.
fuck. I don't give a fuck no way around. But we don't. We tend to not.
It's apparent.
We tend to not.
If I crash on the way home,
Yeah, she got life insurance. Shout to Prudential. But no, like we don't give the credit. Like we try to remove the credit sometimes from the female counterpart in the relationship. Women, be honest. Y'all know when he ain't shit.
Yeah.
But y'all to fit him in the he's some shit box.
Y'all
But you
wanna
know
do
he ain't
that.
shit.
I want to change.
Why
it.
you
That's
waste my
we
time? Why you
nurturing.
waste your
We're
own
nurturing.
time?
We feel like
No.
we can help you.
Y'all
grow.
think
You
y'all,
Because
y'all
here's-
want to change a guy.
here's the
That's the
thing.
type. I
Well,
want to change him. That's
I mean,
You
we
allowed McDonald's.
technically do. You learn off of us. You either the man or the boy. I
Yeah.
told you that.
You at McDonald's
and you
screaming for
either the
bigger-
wife
for
or the
bigger options.
girlfriend.
But y'all want to be
Vegan,
the
I'm
girlfriend
for healthy food.
and the wife at the same damn time.
I don't know. I think that for women, we all see the potential in somebody, and it may take us a little bit longer because it's something that may have showed up that's like, okay, I can give him 5 more years. Or
God damn.
Damn.
Woo.
God damn. That's a
Who's got years to give?
But that's the real show. That's
You got
real.
years to
Yeah.
offer to me.
People think like that.
it is serious.
If I ain't getting married by 2020,
Right.
I don't get my cars 5 years.
I'ma just be
Me
real.
neither.
If I get married, if I find somebody that I fall in love with, I'm down for that marriage stuff. But I just feel like as men, we getting tricked because what God logically was like, what God literally, if you literally think about this, what God literally said, I want just this vagina for the rest of my life. I mean, I know because you love her and stuff, but like, I don't want to talk to none of the females. I don't want to do nothing with other girls. It was, and then buy a ring, settle down for this one person. When you can just be out here, because we are not monogamous creatures.
So,
We were
it's
not
only,
meant to be.
there's only
I
3
agree.
animals. I told her this. There's only 3 animals on this planet that have sex for fun. Us, dolphins, and monkeys. And it's one other thing, but I always say 3 because I can't remember the other one. I ain't never seen a monkey get married. I ain't never seen a dolphin with a ring on his finger.
What the hell happened in the animal kingdom?
All I know is that if I roll up on a monkey wedding sometime next week,
I'm at you, nigga.
If it happens, then I shut the fuck up. I'll get married in a couple weeks if that happens. But other than
Y'all
that,
done seen a couple monkeys get married.
Jesus Christ. So you don't think we were meant to be monogamous?
But you weren't created that way.
we
You were
weren't
created.
created that way because we don't. The point of having sex is to procreate.
That's it.
We don't do that. We have sex for fun. So
And that's why y'all can get
and if
up
you look
down
at it,
quick.
men and women were put together anyway. It wasn't like Adam went out and found a wife like I want you.
Exactly.
Nah, somebody said, "Hun, I'm gonna put her with you." That man
Well,
didn't ask for her.
took it from his
on
ribs,
the-
though,
on
too,
the-
right?
You know what? You
Yeah,
want
so
to
he said that,
I'm saying she came from his ribs, so it's basically that's free yourself.
Statistics
So they ain't
over
even.
arranged
I
marriage
ain't
are
working myself to
great.
find my wife, so I don't know. I'm gonna be 100. I jacked off before. My wife ain't never popped up. You ever jacked off before? My wife popped up?
Pornhub will save you, man.
Right.
You can be in a relationship.
That's why he
I mean, you gotta sit on your hand a little bit, let it get numb, and then get
stranger.
Get this stranger.
Get straight.
But I like doing it in the shower because you know.
All right. All right. Okay.
Because you feel dirty when you. Okay, never mind. It's cool.
Well, but, yeah, that's why that damn net was on. Okay.
So, a lot of people didn't agree with how Fantasia felt, and the media cut off a lot of the things that she said. So I investigated a little bit more. So I went in to watch the actual interview that she did. And basically, she really spoke about, like you said, what works for them. She kept everybody else out of her relationship, and she focused in on what was going on within her household. And they've been married for 5 years now. Like, I thought this was something that, yeah, I thought it was something that she had just been married for maybe like a year or two, but they've actually been married for 5 years, and she married him after 3 weeks of meeting him. And they've been together for 5 years.
I was married
I thought she
after
stole him.
3 weeks of meeting
No.
him.
That was the other dude.
That was the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's why you can't. You can make your own housewife.
Well,
She got sued for fucking somebody.
the wife did.
You can sue somebody?
The wife,
Yeah.
Well, you can now.
yeah. The wife actually
Oh,
filed.
yeah.
If you break a contract, you get sued.
Yeah.
I ain't breaking the contract. That's them contract.
You win.
Oh, you saying about
You
when
know.
she sued her dude or the
No.
She
girl?
sued Fantasia.
The wife,
Sued Fantasia?
yes,
Wow.
she's because
Fantasia ain't make no commitment.
she sued her. She
Did she
sued
get
her
her?
for coming in and disrupting the
Incumbent.
home.
Coming in and
Right.
coming.
Coming in and coming.
That's fucked up.
So,
Let me see how that works.
but basically, she said that she kind of removed herself from looking for a relationship, and she said she prayed about it, and she asked God to show her what it was, the man for her. And she met this guy at a bar, and he was drunk when she met him. So she said she didn't know if he was running
This story sounded
game
more fucked up
on
as
her.
you go.
Yeah.
No, I
Just
thought
as
it
you
was
know,
the
by the way.
friend that was trying to holler. He
It was
came
the
in with
friend, that's right,
super-
it was
That's
the
making
friend.
it sound even more
Yes.
fucked up as y'all keep
So
going.
it was a friend who came up to her to talk to her, and she was like, "Nah, get him away from me." And then he came in.
Wait a minute, that's a good tactic.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk some bullshit
Right.
to her. I'm like, it's Saturday. I might try this shit out. Hey, yo, go talk some trash. I'm gonna come in on something, man. Back up, bro. She ain't on that shit.
And he slid in and he came and said, "It's my dude bothering you guys. I apologize. This is not how we are."
That
So-
nigga ran. Wait,
We doing that tonight.
We going to
We
Twitch.
gonna watch the Ohio State game.
27 minutes left, nigga, tonight.
We gonna watch the Ohio State game. And we gonna
Tonight.
pull this off.
Bruh.
You know what?
So-
We gonna try to on the white girl first.
It works though.
Yeah. And
Whether it's game, the problem is we like game. Y'all like to be game.
right. Y'all like game too.
Y'all
Boost
don't.
y'all
Wait,
ego.
this is y'all game.
By come in, rub it
And then
on
y'all
your
turn
chest.
y'all
Like,
up. Come,
ooh.
y'all
This is your game. Yeah, I'll take another drink.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, you can find me a drink.
See, my game is I'm gonna send you one back.
Oh, that's
See,
nice.
that's everybody.
That's my nigga right over there. That's my nigga dude right there.
It is what it is.
Our game
Like,
is our
come
game is
back.
women cheat better than men. Y'all just so much better than us.
And
I
like
don't
you
believe it.
said
That too.
it's a
Black women don't cheat.
68% of women cheat now. And it's like 72
I'm
for
sorry.
men. 72 for men, like 68 for women.
98% of men cheat.
That is
Wow.
a false-
98.9.
That is a false
98.9.
statistic. Well, shit, I mean, that's
Somebody
0.001.
just cheated.
Right. Somebody just cheated when
And
you
some
blink.
We
girl
on the
in the back of
podcast.
her throat.
I'm I'm good.
Cheat right now. Text it back.
What about
That's
you?
cheating.
Literally, my phone just buzzed.
Wait. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what.
Texting cheating?
Now I'm gonna tell you why I
Yes.
think that. Okay, so
Hold on,
It's
sorry.
emotional cheating.
Texting
I don't
cheating?
know emotional.
yeah, so
Hold on,
tell you
I'm
why.
gonna give you a tell. Hold on, before you say that, telltale sign. We out for dinner.
Yeah, men got to
The
be
nigga
smarter
is
than
cheating.
that, though. You got to. That's
Why
old.
should-
First of all,
Wait a minute, I was
first of all,
there too.
if you put your phone this way, it drains the battery, baby. I'm smarter now. I'm just trying not to drain my battery. That's all I'm
Shut
doing.
your ass up.
No, I'm dead ass.
Rookies.
It does do that.
They
Come
cheat-
on.
Why are you cheating with? If I'm, it's just something I was told. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I mean,
but why are you
yes,
cheating with people who want to be with you?
That's
That's a whole other animal.
There you go.
I'm going out to dinner with my girl, and she don't know that or have any idea that
There you go.
that makes
7
sense.
o'clock is off limits.
That
And
makes
that's on you. That's your fault,
See,
bro.
that makes sense, but leave it to women. They'll be like, oh, well, y'all always cheat down with somebody that don't look better. What
because
did
you
you say?
don't want you if you
You don't want
if
the
I
person.
see you got somebody better than me or kind of better than me, I think you auditioning. But if you if I see you with a poop, but I'm like, girl, bye, get yours off and keep moving. Hopefully you got some money because we about to go right quick.
That's my thing. What's your paycheck? What does your account look like every 2 weeks? Because we have bills.
We got
I'm
bills.
just letting you know this
Sister.
right now. If anybody wants to go and follow him, we take cash app, PayPal, checks. No, I don't want your checks
Demo.
because they might not clear. Whatever your payday is, we'll take it. But
Texting. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, tell me about that. Yeah, we
So-
got
I'm gonna say my husband at the time was he didn't talk. So when I found out that he was talking, I felt some type of way. Like you had the audacity to be talking to a female. You don't talk,
So you can't talk to any females?
huh?
You can't
So
talk to
like,
females?
I'm just telling you, like you know, you understand.
I know exactly what you mean.
You understand. If you letting somebody in a space where basically it was only me,
yeah,
because you ain't talk to people.
right.
Now, if I had a guy who was like me, casually go out, talk shit, go back home, then I couldn't be upset because I see what he doing. But he didn't. So yeah, that's cheating. Look at you. Scratching your beard.
Interesting.
You gotta come back for that one.
I do, but I ain't going to.
Well, say it then, please.
No, because all that shit came in. Because texting is just, I mean, I ain't sending you no.
So let me
It
ask
don't
you this.
matter.
Let me
You
and
keep
Devin and I
apart.
are the only ones on the show that are married. So, Devin,
Yes.
is it okay for your wife to text with another man?
As friends or?
It don't
That's
matter.
another question.
It don't
It's
matter.
definitely loaded.
Because
It's different though. It's different.
It don't
Because-
matter. Is it okay for her?
The
Now,
answer-
if it's not a brother, cousin, or uncle,
to me, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Because it's not anything that I think about anymore.
Okay.
So
Could you trust your wife?
yeah, not even that I trust her. I just I've learned over the 11 years being together. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't control her actions. So I'm not gonna waste my time figuring out who she texting and shit like that. I don't.
Okay, it's not whether you're going to waste your time. If you know, is it okay?
But
Because I look at it, I'm
Okay,
not,
we-
if it's okay with me to do it,
yeah.
then it's okay with you to do it.
Okay. This is the reason why I say yes, and this is the thing, like Brainstorm was saying earlier, it's particular to our relationship, I guess. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. She works in the industry with males. She works in sales. Now I went from social work to education. So now I work. You know, I'm at school. I got 13 teachers up on all female teachers up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we both are gonna interact with people of the opposite sex by nature. So it's just not there anymore. Like, if I see Dave and your phone buzz, it don't trigger this.
Oh,
feeling.
so you
That's a good
secure.
space to be.
You
Okay.
better,
Yeah.
you better than me, brother.
I don't know. So if I go get mad,
Nice or
I don't think it's done. It's just.
Right.
But the thing is, she works with.
Who is this
I'm
bitch?
killing the shit.
She works with like.
But that's
She works with a
maturity.
million males. So like, what am I gonna get mad every time?
See, I don't care about that
Somebody
either. It
text me.
depends if you're hiding it and stuff. Like if they text you and your phone
It's
out and I see
alright.
it, it's
It's
cool.
a text
But if
message.
somebody
Okay.
you hiding shit, like he texts you, you flip your phone over, then it's something I
But
know.
it's still a
The
text
perfect
message,
answer for
and
this.
it's a-
Alright.
It's just this simple. Black and white, no shades of gray. it's a problem for me
Mm-hmm.
if I have not met these guys and I don't know who they are. Period. If you're continuously having a situation where you're texting different niggas and I don't know, I ain't never met them niggas before, but I got a problem.
But I ain't gonna
You
meet
got
all the
time,
niggas she
man.
work with. It depends on if the niggas text you at 11 o'clock at night, then that ain't
Wait,
that's
wait,
gonna take you to work.
cheat on somebody at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You gotta delete. You gotta get that
Cheating
energy out
has
your
no
soul.
hour.
You gotta get. I gotta respect her. That if she doing whatever the fuck she doing, she respects me.
Okay.
Once it gets disrespectful, then we got a problem.
Right.
Because I know you could fuck somebody in a broom closet. Like your girl will do some ill shit to you, like pull you in the bathroom at her auntie house at a cookout,
Right.
and you be like, that was dope, but she got the ability to fucking nigga in 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Illicit, but I know she can do that now. So I know she don't need like
That's
a
why-
bed,
that's why
some
usually
covers to get
you
some.
fuck a girl
you know
on
what I'm
first
saying?
date.
So,
That usually ain't your wife afterwards, because you know, like, she go on a lot of dates.
yeah.
She getting fucked every time she go on a date.
It's a respect
The
thing.
first time. That's why.
But that's why you ain't her husband, because I'm like, damn, he fucked me on the first date.
I mean, it's likewise. Shit, let's keep fucking and then go our separate way. But that's a good segue because it's time for the uncut. Y'all already know what it is. We got to get into it. So I got a question, and you know we got females and males on here. So I just want to know why, when you have sex with a girl and you know she's giving you oral, sucking the pink one. You know what I'm
Wait a
saying?
minute, retract that.
Okay.
Say it the right way.
Why when a woman
This is
sucks your
uncut.
why when a woman sucks your dick after you get done, she says put the condom on. Why do women do that? Because I never understood that. Why do they say after you suck the dick? Why do they say put the condom on after that?
You don't want to get
She
pregnant.
lost. Yes,
That's the only answer. It's got to only be because you don't want to get pregnant. Because I see people talk about that all the time online where it's like, you done every nasty ass thing under the sun. Like, please don't ever use me. If you ever want to lose me in life, try to put my toothbrush in your fucking mouth.
Oh,
I want real gingivitis.
I hit the
Squirt on my chin, but I want real gingivitis.
That is
I don't want no plaque.
crazy.
I don't want no plaque from you on my teeth.
But you done every nasty thing under the sun, and it's like, all right, now let's go get this condom, let's go have sex. Like, bruh, like I saw a meme before they said you already done swallowed the STD.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, so it's just, I don't know. That's just, it's got to only be the pregnancy thing, I'm guessing, like you said.
With the women, too. You know, y'all go to town.
Mm-hmm.
Be eating the shit out of it. And then throw a condom on. You know.
I don't know them.
I do.
Wait, so I'm lost because what other way is it for them to do it than when you put saran wrap right there?
Yeah, some saran. What's it called?
What's the point of
you
using
got-
the
Wait,
condom?
I know a
I'm
couple
saying
girls that
you're-
suck with a condom on before.
That's
Them
not.
What?
prostitutes. Good.
Huh?
Them prostitutes right there.
How much they charge?
We ain't gonna bring no names saying you gotta see
Hey, old school. Hey, old school word, berry.
Yeah, man.
Berry, yeah, strawberry.
Wait a minute though, but I'm saying though, because what other politically correct way is it to do that? I know that they have flavor condoms for men, but what is it for a woman?
I
That
don't know. I mean, I know they got
I don't know.
dental dams, but I don't know. I
Is
mean,
it
I don't
dental
know.
what?
dams?
Dental dams is what they call
Is
it.
it flavored dental dams?
I don't know if they flavor it, but I know they have dental dams.
Right,
He's
so
like,
you know,
I ain't never used one.
he asked that shit
It's
smooth.
nothing wrong with it. It's nothing.
All I'm
So
saying
what
I
you
ain't thought the
do
flavor
with it
was
is-
good.
All I'm saying is I know that they exist.
Or you put it on there and it just dissolve and you just
No,
go
I
eat
mean,
it.
I know they exist.
I don't know
There are
what
things
it
called
is.
dental dams that you can
Yeah,
use.
we can talk after this.
dental dam. So we're gonna look that up and try to
We'll
figure
have a
out.
class after this.
Yeah, we need.
Dissolving condoms. That's a good idea. You can trick her. She just came up with some good shit.
Well, I thought those were called the knock.
So wait, what is it? Did they dissolve?
Yeah.
No, but those
Make her
dental
think you
dams
got
is
a
real.
condom
They're like something that I guess is
Turn the lights off. Say I got
The
it.
what?
That's messed up.
yeah, that's really messed
I
up.
swear I invented the chameleon condom.
The chameleon.
Yeah, it's called the chameleon condom.
Okay.
This was years ago.
Camouflage.
I developed this years ago.
Uh-huh.
No, it's just that when you put a condom on and you start having sex with somebody, it can determine whether or not they have STD.
Oh,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I saw that too.
But now I got
They
a
stole it
question.
from me.
I got to
Stole
know
it
it.
from
Okay, did you want it to hug it like hug it off the shit?
Oh, there's the go when you pull it out and show the color. Like,
Different colors like, she ain't yellow. She ain't orange.
yeah, yellow is chlamydia. I can get that.
Already in there. I'm trying to find out. I'm working through the process. You got this condom on and you in there. And then what you got to look down
Yeah,
and
you
see
pull it out.
change
You
the color?
pull it out
Or
and
you
you see
dip
it'd be like red.
You dip it and pull it out.
They can't have it
5
red.
minutes. You got to wait there
You
5
go-
minutes.
Yeah, you did it for
Like
5
Johnny
minutes.
Egg at Easter.
No, I think it's like literally once it gets in there for like a little 10
gotta, it's
I
gotta
like
be
the
quick.
grab.
It's quick though, because you don't want to just be in that bitch like, all right.
Yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I give you one.
Ain't no dude ever gonna wait.
So,
That's true.
Ali, I was partially listening to this conversation that we had. Was it yesterday? In the car, we were talking about women kissing their man after he.
Oh.
Yes.
So how was it phrased?
So
What
do
was the
you
question?
do you kiss a girl after you bust in her mouth, and do you kiss her? Like, does she want to kiss you after she?
He
After you
look like that
licking
range.
it, and then you
I
said.
hate that they be like, I just sucked it or whatever. Okay, that's like you seasoning chicken. You don't lick the raw chicken off your hands. You wash your hands. I know I'm gonna eat the chicken later, but I don't lick raw chicken juice off my fingers.
You eat the batter.
Right.
Yeah, but that ain't bad. That's more like raw
That's
chicken
funny.
juice right there.
Raw.
I'm not
Hey, you
eating.
don't lick the raw
You're
chicken
not about
off
to.
your finger.
That
You about to
shit
kiss
was
me
funny.
with my cum in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
happening.
what I'm saying. Like, after my cum leave my body, it is yours. Do not let that. I don't want to see that shit no more. Nothing.
I can't get. Okay, yeah, I totally agree with that. Me personally, when it's coming to dealing with sex and making love or whatever you want to call it, like if we just doing our thing, as long as I ain't busting her mouth or nothing, she can kiss me and be. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't mind
It's
kissing.
something about that.
Yeah, I don't mind kissing it.
Think it's my shit.
I know my
Like, I
shit
mean-
clean. I wash it every 2, 3, 4 days. But I'm just saying, I ain't going
Somebody
to.
might skip a day.
I'm just
You might
clean
skip a day.
every 48 hours.
Don't skip no days and try to
Cause
talk
your
about,
balls
babe, come
don't
here.
stink.
Come give me some
Look,
head real quick.
men
You know,
always
take
do.
your sweaty guts on
When you get
somewhere.
older, you start washing up frequently. When you was a kid, you do the ball test. Like, I ain't sweat. I've been in the house all fucking day. I ain't washing up today. I'll wash it up tomorrow.
Another story.
I mean, because my thing
Another
too is
story.
if I'm involved with having sex, if I'm having sex
Come
with my
on,
woman or
Playboy.
whatever, I don't want to think about shit other than
I
us.
feel like he about to
I don't want to
make
be in no
Willie.
situation where I'm about to be like, I'm doing my thing, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta stop and think about something. No, fuck that. We going. Let's get this shit going.
So, do you
Girl,
kiss
you know I
your
love you.
woman, girlfriend, wife, after you've gone down on her?
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
Yeah.
Do you kiss her after you've gone down on her?
Oh yeah,
Down.
absolutely.
So what
I
if
thought
she
we were
like
talking-
if she orgasms and stuff, you still kiss?
Yeah.
And what if she squirting your mom? That's piss. No, I can't do that.
If you want to piss him off,
If
that's
she
all
piss in
right.
my mouth, I'm gonna go in there like raise that bitch like, yeah! Go ahead, you ain't pissing in my mouth. I ain't 15. You ain't R. Kelly. We ain't
She
doing none of
pushes
that.
you away. You should. She's trying to push
What
you
women
away.
to push you
No,
away?
they do not push you away.
Yes,
They,
you do.
when you down there, they do
Well,
that
then
earmuff
she's a
shit where they like your
disrespectful ass
face. You know?
female.
That's what
It's
they do.
disrespectful because you know when you about to hit that point, and it's the purpose is to let you move, and you get that feeling.
I'm sorry. Have y'all been
Just
going
like-
down on women and they didn't push y'all away when they
No.
were about to come?
They
I'm sorry.
they do this when you.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Got that shit around your neck.
She disrespectful because she knows she about to.
Let a man try to stop when you about. No, you talking about squirting or just coming?
Listen, not coming. I'm talking about
Okay,
squirting.
you
Oh,
right.
that's different.
Go
I ain't-
talk. Go ahead. You good. You good.
Because I'm about to say, because I know I done got punched in my head before
Wait,
trying
wait.
to.
I'm not that. My shit.
Because it's about 2.5 seconds. I need you on there. I need you off.
My tongue game great. I can make girls orgasm. I ain't never make nobody squirt.
Hey,
off
listen,
their
hold
tongue.
on. Let's dispel this myth right now.
Oh,
Either you got good ping or you got good mouth. If you
You can
you
have
ain't
both.
got no, you don't. They don't. They don't.
They do go.
They don't.
They don't?
What?
Oh, yes.
That is
She
sad.
said that. She said that.
I'm like, oh, God.
So you're saying
Oh, baby. Bless your heart. I'm like,
all
come
men
on.
only got one of the two.
That's right. That's
So
it.
a woman only got
It's either.
good pussy or good head. Then is what you saying? Because all y'all women think y'all the best at the head and y'all the best at with the butt.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I think it's only one or the other that you succeed successfully in.
As far as being a male.
Bo Jackson played
Or a woman.
football and baseball.
real
Or
life.
You
And went to the
said
All-Star game.
She's a
and he went to the
liar.
All-Star
Oh,
game.
so you saying this guy high
I
school?
saw Deion Sanders play in a fucking
Wait,
a baseball game, and then they gonna play in a football game the same day.
I want to get clear.
God damn it.
I want to get clear.
Yeah,
because
I'm not giving it to you.
you are saying that as a male, I can only have a good mouth,
Oh, good
dick.
That's it.
I ain't got both.
You don't have
Or
both.
good
That's
absolutely not
that's
good.
just like.
Playboy about to walk off the
I'ma
set
tell you
right
what.
now.
I'm done here.
Playboy about to kick all these cameras over and get all about this shit like fuck all y'all.
I'm gonna tell
We
you.
ain't coming tomorrow for our show 11.
Fuck that, it's dinner time. I'm fuck that, man.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Because You either succeed successfully in areas that you know work best for you. So if you know that you are lacking in a specific area, like you may be a dill pickle like how Erin likes them, then you really
What's a
can't
dill pickle?
something that's like a Vienna sausage. Your game is a little
Y'all gotta
weak.
reset the clock. Man.
I'm a little lost with that too.
Your game.
I don't like big penises. Okay.
Oh, just say that then. What are you talking
She
about?
calls it a deal.
So what's the eggplant? Is the other one? That's
She
what
likes them big ass cucumbers. I like to still know how I feel, but
you want your organs to be intact. Okay.
Anywho, if it's a Vienna sausage and he really doesn't know what he's doing, then his alternate is his mouth. He works that because he knows that if he does that, he ain't gonna get you off the other way.
I don't know.
All right,
I
understand what you're saying.
I understand what you're saying. That's if you have been having sex with one individual or something like that. But we run into freaks over a period of time, and you just become, you know what I mean? You got to practice a lot. You know what I mean? So you develop both skill sets.
Just because you're better at one don't mean you ain't good at the other one. You could be great at slinging the pipe, but then you could be better at the tongue. If I know my tongue is better than the pipe, of course I'm gonna eat your pussy even more.
So you've
That's
never been in
just what
contact
I
with
said.
somebody that had both?
But you saying they can't have both. You can have both. You could just be a little
You
better
can
at one.
have both. You just
She just said 99.9 don't.
Mm.
However, you know, I'm speaking for herself because
All I know is I feel an experiment coming on as we get down in the future. Not including married people. All I know is
it's gonna be an
We
experience.
need some
It's gonna
test
be like-
subjects for the lunchtime Chronicles.
I'll get back to y'all on that.
all I know is that I had an A in science when I was growing up, and
Okay.
I mean I like science experiments and stuff, so I feel experiments coming on. But I mean, hey, it's on y'all.
It's gonna be the Lunchtime Chronicles and the DMST experiment. So if who's single, raise your hand. Okay, so these
I ain't
three
married, so
gentlemen
I'm
here, we're gonna put them
I got a
to
real
look. We're gonna put them to the test. Is their mouth good or their pain good?
Whoa.
Which are they?
Does anybody
succeeding both?
watch the show that I hit? Drop some likes and comments if I'm good. If I'm good,
That's a question to ask.
thumbs up.
Hey, which one of y'all are that fuck?
Heart for the tongue. Thumbs up for the pain, heart for the tongue.
wait a minute.
And if they both good, give me an angry face. Cause
I just want you to y'all know if y'all good or not.
I do
The
know.
problem is the woman ain't gonna tell you.
See, look, I think
Everybody talk.
I can bust that myth right now. When you want to know if you good, like she like I came. If you can touch her clit and she ain't going crazy, then she ain't come. Cause no girl, after a girl orgasm, that clit is super sensitive and all those nerves. If you touch that and she ain't doing this, then you ain't doing it right. But if she do that and she give you that every month thing, of course you can.
But what if she just, cause you know these be lying. Cause I've had
That's
somebody.
why you
I'm
gotta
like,
work.
what they said? What they?
I think everybody lie. Honestly, I think
Everybody
everybody lie.
does.
That's why it's dudes out here thinking they got the best shit in the world and
That's
they don't,
good.
and women out here
Women
thinking they
tell
got
the
that wet and they don't, or
I
whatever.
know my
It's
shit is
just
the best in the
everybody
world.
lies.
It's the best in
Everybody
America,
lie.
though.
What dude that told a chick like you really suck or whatever? That's
I
that because
say that all the
even
time.
if it was shitty, guess what? He still bust and he might be able to call you again at some point. I don't care if it was 3 o'clock in the morning and he ain't had nobody else to call. If he done fuck one time, he know he could probably fuck again. He ain't gonna never tell that chick that she's
It's
terrible.
trash.
But
A woman
I
ain't gonna never tell a
I did
A woman
tell-
gonna tell her girls that he's terrible. A woman ain't gonna tell you that you're terrible until the fact that she don't give a fuck about you no
That's
more.
true. But I did.
And
tell
that's the
one
problem. That's why
girl
everybody out
she
here
was
thinking that they
trash.
think they so great about everything.
I
whatever,
will
people
tell
don't
you
tell
if you
that.
trash and if anybody I had.
I told one
like,
girl she was
no.
trash, and I even say the business, Fantasia, you trash.
Oh,
She was trash, and she know it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, not that Fantasia.
That's
That's like Truth Is, like her song. Truth Is. Truth Is.
I forgot we were talking about her earlier. Yeah, it was this girl she lived
Damn,
on
this show
one
is a
street that was
complete
not too far from me.
not Fantasia.
I didn't know y'all was that good.
That shit was trash. We was in the back of a house by the garage, and we got it in, and then I was done. I
Like
was
Scooby Doo when they pull the mask on
Wait,
the
look,
day of the
how
show.
did
So the
work?
jump starter, like you know.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all, because I know we coming up on our time, since, and I feel like I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
do y'all remember the absolute worst sex you ever had?
Hell yes.
The absolute
Yes.
worst you ever had?
The worst I ever had. Oh,
You
my
want
God.
an example? What do you do?
No, I'm
I
just
do.
wondering because we talked about how people don't say something to people anyway. I mean, y'all can give an example if y'all want, but it's just even in the worst sex you ever had, did you
I ain't
tell the
dropping
person that it was like the
I
worst you
did.
ever had?
I did.
Yeah,
I
did
did not.
awful.
I did not.
I mean, because for men it's different.
I can't
As
remember.
long as you bust a nut, it's good.
Like Ali said, it's what you say. All you need is 3 inches to get in to really feel the penetration.
Girl can only feel 3 inches after everything else is present.
And how many?
Scientific books told you that. Y'all only can feel 3 inches in your vagina. You can't feel more. That's why guys that got little dicks can please a woman. That's why I be like, girls be like, I need 8 inches. Like, okay, 8 inches to get in you, but you only gonna
Let me tell you something.
I know what it is. I know
Let me tell you what these. Let me tell you what these.
That's why I do fingers. Exactly. How long is your
He did cross his fingers like, yo.
Let me tell you
I was
something.
on the combo. These ain't really fingers. I got like
Oh, here he goes.
Yeah.
Say
What you call it?
it's like little mini dicks. I got 10 mini dicks.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga hands are like 10 miles though. I'm just like, God damn.
And she feeling.
Hey, I'm not saying he like.
Now look, she ain't gonna
That's why every show on ours, he be like, yo, I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, yo, I'm saying every single time, he be like, yo, you gonna know my size.
You know what? I'm over it.
Yeah, I call those forgettables and throwaways. So those don't count.
And you don't count. You off my body.
I hate when y'all girls say that. Oh no, I don't count that. That shit counts.
It don't count.
Because I got up and I was crying. Were you?
Damn, that's bad.
I cried.
Like it hurts, or you?
And I cried.
It was that big?
Terrible.
Wow.
Yeah. Y'all gotta come a little bit better than that. That's why I said you succeed in one area and you lack in another. But again, we're gonna have this experiment because I honestly I would like. Let me keep my mouth shut.
See?
We have to take the cameras. Larry, can we go on location and film them?
I say we gonna post. I said what?
I'm about to say,
OnlyFans.
you might have to have a different permit for that one or something. I don't know. I mean, the setup is nice here, you know, but I don't know. I don't know if y'all producers is ready for the game right now. I don't know.
Y'all got the
Just
move.
staying.
Might have to pay them a little extra up here, you know.
Some candles.
Yeah, come in, hey.
So guys, October 19th, we want you guys to make sure you come out to Kings and Queens.
Yes.
We are having a live show with the Stoop 216. It's called Offset. But the rapper will not be there. That's just the name of our show, Offset. So behind the scenes, we're on set now. We'll be offsetting and live for you guys to come. Make sure you guys come out. And it's a free event. It's going to be at Kings and Queens at 7 p.m. It is Sweetest Day. So
Talk about the drinks. What drinks we got going?
yes, I have the Sneaky Tish. So come try my drink.
Ali had. Oh, I'm Ali. I have the leg spreader. So you know, fellas, buy this for the females. It will definitely help.
I'm sorry,
out.
what's the name of that again? I'm sorry.
It's called the leg spreader.
Okay.
And it's Crown Royal apple, pineapple juice. I'm gonna just throw it in there, cranberry, and it's fucking amazing.
I don't know how many legs I'm spread up Crown Apple. However,
It's dark.
come by
It's dark
Hypnotic Curve.
Wait. Who hasn't smashed on dark liquor? Exactly, right? Every time you drink dark liquor, have you not
My legs have never spread it.
Oh
for dark liquor?
No. I mean, for somebody,
Yeah.
shot me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But not dark
come on,
liquor.
Nick. But DMST, please let everybody know what you guys have coming up, when they can see the show. You guys are shooting the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, what all do you have coming up?
Oh, me? Hey, go ahead. You
Well, I mean, we again every single Sunday on Facebook, DMST BOYZ, right? BOYZ.
BOYZ.
Follow us on Facebook. We're live at 7:00 every single Sunday. Football season is a little tricky right now because the Browns is good this year. So we got some stuff that's going on. We might be a little early, a little late sometimes. But DMST BOYZ every single Sunday. Facebook. We have our YouTube that pops off. We still got to get our videos updated on there, but we got that going on. We had Adventure going on this summer. I'll let Dev talk about that one real quick.
What?
With Live on the Land.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. We did Live from the Land this year, where we went live on location. Shout out to CEO Marie, one of the hosts of Boss Code and Hunted, rapper in the city. We went out different locations in the city, and we had questions for people, man, or whatever. So go to Live from the Land on IG, on YouTube, and the
That's it,
episodes
yeah.
are up. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we got to get some more episodes shot.
And real quick, we also had DMST After Dark, where we got into more of the adult things and the sexual things or whatever. Playboy took the lead on that one. That's he back there like, yeah.
Can I come on that show?
Yeah. So
Season 2 will be coming up
Season
soon.
2 is coming soon. We about to start actually recording season 2 very soon. We dropped that one as an actual season, so we dropping 10 shows all at one time, right on your head.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
DMST
it's out
After
right
Dark.
now.
But
Go
the
to
first one's already out. Yeah.
Go to SoundCloud. DMST
or go to
Boys.
DMSTBoys.com. There's a link on
DMSTBoys.com.
there to listen to all 10 of them.
So follow DMST Boys on Twitter, Instagram, all and YouTube,
And we got
and Facebook.
a couple of events. We got some stuff coming up. So
Yeah.
stay tuned on our IG. We got a really dope situation coming in spring of 2020
Yep.
that I think we would love to get some support on throughout the
And
city.
we hope we did involve y'all too.
Yeah,
But
cool.
then we're going to do a little kickback thing before
Coming
then.
soon.
These are both these brothers DJ, so we're going to have a little kickback. But in the spring, we got some dope situation coming.
That's right.
Cool. So everybody, make sure you follow, like, share the Lunchtime Chronicles and also the DMST Boys on all social media platforms. Don't follow us on Twitter because we don't have an account yet. But make sure that you guys come join us on October 19th for Offset. You can follow the Lunchtime Chronicles again on Facebook, Instagram, and also the LTC Uncut. You spent your time here with Tisha.
Is that Kings and Queens?
Yes, that's right. You can, and I'm Tisha.
I am Ali.
And Erin.
See y'all next Tuesday.
Peace.